What's up, family? It's the manhood mentor, Jabar Lance Brown, the 6-foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Hello. And today's lesson is elevate or relegate. And I've chosen these two words, this terminology, to create a distinction between these two variables within the development of you as a man, right? So check this out. As a man, you've got a world of choices right at your disposal. I mean, you can literally choose to do anything you want on any given day and for any amount of time. It's a man's world, right? Just like our brother, the godfather of soul, James Brown, so eloquently put it. However, what JB forgot to mention was this here. See, in this game, in the game of manhood, you really only got two choices. As a man, you can either elevate or you can relegate. Yeah, and this is not to be confused with the term regulate, like the song from that West Coast duo, Nate Dogg and Warren G. Nah, that ain't this and this ain't that, right? What I'm speaking about is the word relegate, which by definition means to move to a position of less authority or importance, to consign to an inferior place or condition, or to demote. Boy, that's cold. To demote. I wouldn't even say that's too cold, because in fact, that's 3 cold. Yeah, and I say that's 3 cold and that's too heavy for me to hold. Right? That's why I never pick up that word relegate and place it on me. Hello. And you shouldn't relegate yourself in any way either. I've seen far too many guys relegate themselves. I've seen far too many guys demote themselves. I've seen far too many guys cast aspersions on themselves and just plain old disqualify themselves before the world or anyone else has even attempted to. And let me tell you why you should never handle yourself in a self-defeating way, right? Because to demote yourself as a man is in direct opposition to the very reason why God has created you. In fact, he created us, the men, as the most authoritative, important, and superior position on the planet. And by the power vested in me, I grant you the permission to walk in that divine order. We are shaped in his exact image with a specific purpose. As a man, God created you with great importance. In fact, he's created you as the highest ranking official here on earth. And even though we are not the most physically dominant specimen here on earth, we are still the most intellectually dominant. You don't believe me? Okay, then take a trip and go visit your nearest zoo and tell me what you see, right? Better yet, I'll tell you what you'll see. You'll see our intellectual superiority on display in the form of a man-made jungle. It's called a zoo that we as men control in order to instill order and keep the wild animals tamed and under control. Hello. Yeah, that's what the man do. And it is by the power of our minds that we as men have dominion over everything on earth. It's a saying that goes like this here. It says, be ye transformed by a renewing of your mind. Now, this phrase allows us to do some interpretation based on perspective. And since I'm a man speaking to other young men and aspiring men alike, I'll offer this man's perspective. The two key words for me are transform and renew, right? So to transform something means to change a thing into a different thing, right? And to renew something in this context means to resume an activity after interruption. So somewhere during our journey as men, we will get lost in the shuffle of life, lose our way, and get interrupted during our purpose. That's a given. Why? Because it's called trial and error. Now, this phrase is designed to help us elevate our mental focus back into alignment. It should serve as a command, a bold reminder to resume the activity of applying manhood with divine order, expecting to be transformed into something or someone new by the fullness of your behavior. I'm saying something right now. Yeah, I'm saying something worth saying right now. Us as men must refuse to be relegated by other people into a lesser position for their benefit. Because in doing so, we not only harm ourselves, but we harm our families also by depriving them of the fruitfulness of our domination. Hello. We must also change our self-talk and refuse to ingest the poison of relegation because it works against the development of our self-image as a man. You should always strive to be the biggest, the brightest, and the best in everything you do, since this behavior silently reinforces a standard of excellence in our positioning as men. We are created in the image of the God for a reason, and the reason is to reflect his presence and his will down here on earth. This is why every man should reclaim his rightful positioning in this world as an elevated man. Always elevate yourself and never